Karen Rands, Compassionate Capitalist, coffee break. So when I got a little off track on that third in this series, but I'm going to get on track on this. So here's the charts that go into a business plan and go into a presentation, right? So you typically will see there's three pieces of information that will be included in your business plan. Two pieces of information may or may not be in your presentation, in your pitch, okay? They're the same things. None of it will be in your executive summary other than the knowledge that you gain out of this. So the first one is one of those charts where it has on the y-axis or the y-axis, x-axis is the feature function benefits. Then it's at the top, it's the companies, and then there's either check marks or X's or circles or different colored circles, or sometimes it's a quality scale of everybody's got it from 1 to 9, who's got the best, that kind of stuff. And the purpose of this is for the person looking at the chart, so the investor looking at the chart and you investor looking at a chart like this, these are who the entrepreneur feels that there are their three closest competitors, not who they're just better than, but the three that are leaders in the marketplace that their target customer is already using or likely to use to solve their problem. Okay, so those are their biggest competitors. There may be competitors that do other stuff that they don't really fit, but they're serving a different need. They may overlap in the marketplace a little bit. They might have a little gray area where different people use them, but basically it's going to be three top competitors, and it could very well include status quo. If it's brand new, kind of leading into the marketplace, when PCs were first coming out, what did they compete against? They competed against typewriters, right? And so eventually typewriters were obsolete. So typewriters would have had to be in there, even if IBM was also competing against a compact PC. They had to have the difference, because initially sometimes who they were selling to was only using a typewriter and didn't see the need to go to a computer. Okay, so that's the first chart. Second chart is the one where it's the overall landscape, where you have 4 quadrants, and you usually have value and low cost, high cost, kind of a thing, function, low function, high function in this metrics, and you typically put everybody in there. So you're going to have the 3 that your main ones are that went real detailed on the feature function benefits, and then you're going to have the whole landscape so that people can see if they know a name in the marketplace. I had this company that I was working with that was in the edutainment place, teaching music, and they had a very specific high function, but mentally they may be considered competition against one of these things that they wouldn't even consider competition. So sometimes they say, oh, I have no competition, but to the uneducated consumer and the investor, they may think that's your competition. So you have to put them on the chart so that they know that. Those 2 charts, the first chart will go into your pitch presentation. The second chart will go in as a backup when Q&A happens. And they say, well, what about so-and-so? Or what about this? Or what about, are there more competitors than that in the marketplace? Then you can show that as in your Q&A that you have that work. The third thing that goes into your business plan, and not in either one of those other documents, is a SWOT analysis based off of those top 3. And any ones that are nipping at their heels underneath that. So this is a strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats within those spaces. So if a company that you see is not as feature rich as you, if they got an infusion of cash or got acquired by one of the other companies in that space, or somebody else that gave them additional function or integrated it with somebody else that's doing something like you but in a different sector, they could all of a sudden become a very big threat. Okay? Opportunity might be where, because there's an obsolescence of technology or something that's happening that is, you might be able to leapfrog somebody, and there's an opportunity to leapfrog a competitor. So that's where your strength, weaknesses, and things like that. And your weakness can't just be not having money. You have to be realistic, because investors are going to be realistic about this, and this is their judging whether you're going to be straightforward and do you understand your marketplace, because it's only truly by understanding your marketplace and your competition, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, do you get to the point where you can navigate all of the definitely will be there unforeseen landmines as you go to market and grow your company. And with that tip of the day, I'll say, enjoy your cup of joe.